I need you. Selena Gomez begs Justin Bieber to take her back. Relationships can be even more complicated than you might expect if you don't understand how you feel about someone, or you can't get over them once you're not together anymore. Well, the biggest question is whether Selena Gomez is really over Justin Bieber. So, if you want to know more, stay with us till the end of this video. Hey, welcome back to Trendy Verts, guys! In today's video, we'll have a sneak peek session where we will tell you about when and how Selena dropped the hint that she needs Justin back in her life. Does she really want Justin back? Or it's just a rumor? So, without any further delay, let's get into the video. To fully understand the nature of what's going on with Selena and Justin, it's important to look at the very long and complicated history that Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez have in terms of their relationship. Because it all started a decade ago, if you can believe it, when the two were seen together for the first time, when Selena was 18 and Bieber 16 were caught cuddling. However, they later both denied anything romantic was at play, with Gomez making perhaps one of the best denial statements we've come across, is that we're just best friends. At the beginning of 2011, the couple was spotted kissing on New Year's Eve in St. Lucia in the Caribbean, so yeah, they were a couple, which was later proven in full when they showed up together at the Oscar party. The pair had their first split in November 2012. Causes of the split include trust issues, which is understandable. After their split, Justin Bieber linked to Hailey Baldwin after unfollowing Selena on Instagram. It's a bold move. As 2015 seems unclear because fans thought they might have started dating once again. So which honestly just proves how crazy fans were and hoping that these two people weren't meant for each other. Now, in 2017, after not talking for over a year, Selena Gomez is seen with Bieber having breakfast, only days before news emerges of her breakup with The Weeknd. Straight after her breakup is revealed, Bieber and Gomez are seen together again. However, in mid-March, news broke that Selena and Justin had put their romance on hold, and Justin rekindled his romance with Hailey Baldwin. And the two wed 5 months later in a courthouse ceremony. And for a while, everyone just assumed that Jelena would work through that particular puzzle together. But with each dramatic breakup, starting with the first in November 2012, the couple seemed to be drifting further and further away from forever. Selena opened up about her decision that she wants Justin back in his life, saying, "I cherish people who have really impacted my life. So maybe before, it could have been forcing something that wasn't right. But that doesn't mean caring for someone ever goes away. And that goes for people in general." Well, according to me, she wants to clarify that she can't move on. She needs Justin in her life. She's incomplete without him. In an Instagram Live video, Selena generally talked about the emotional topic of forgetting someone. She said, "Well, you can't really just forget. You can't really just forget someone. It's more like you have to figure out why you're still holding on to them. Like, why do you want to forget them? And then I think that's where you start asking yourself that question. Like, why do you want to forget them? And did they hurt you? And if they did, and it's not healthy for you to go back, or to that thought, it's not good as far as losing someone. I mean, you never do, but sometimes forgetting can be a bad thing. Sometimes you might need to be reminded of something. So whatever that question meant, I hope I answered it. Yeah, that's true. Someone said I think the real question is why do you not want to forget them? I don't know if I've done a good job.
You can't really just forget. You can't really just forget someone. It's more just you kind of have to figure out why you're still holding on to them. Why do you want to forget them? And then I think that's where you start. Ask yourself that question, why do you want to forget them? And did they hurt you? And if they did, and it's not healthy for you to go back or to that thought, that's not good. As far as losing someone, I mean, you never do. But sometimes forgetting can be a bad thing.
She's actually being honest about her feelings, and it looks like Selena can't stay away from Justin. As everyone knows that both genuinely care for each other, and Selena has always had feelings for Justin. It's been so long, as it's 2021, but Selena is still single. But why? Is it because she's just waiting for Justin? Since the breakup, she hasn't dated anyone, so it's pretty obvious that she is still waiting for him. And that gorgeous lady is very happy about that decision. Be realistic, Selena. Justin doesn't want you back. Don't spoil your mental health. If you are still in the hope of getting Selena back, then it would be nothing but a silly decision. Justin will never ever gonna lose a caring lady like Haley for temporary happiness. Selena knows that the girl he first fell for hard at 16, the one who caused him to muse, when you love someone that much, even if something comes between you, it's a love that never really dies. They failed to notice that. When he reconciled with 21-year-old model Hailey Baldwin this June, some 7 years after she joined him at the premiere of his Never Say Never biopic, the pop star quickly realized she was the person he couldn't live without. Ever since they reunited, they have been inseparable. Justin always knew Hailey, and he had a special bond that was incomparable. But after all this happened, Gomez escapes to a Tennessee treatment center to focus on her mental health. As their history grew far less cute and increasingly more concerning, fans wondered if Gomez would be better served moving on from her same old love. Fans had every reason to believe that this time might be different. The years had given the now 20-somethings time to mature. Gomez was becoming increasingly more open about her struggles with depression and anxiety and a battle with lupus that led to a 2017 kidney transplant, while Bieber seemed to have firmly put his immature antics behind him. The twosome seemed to solidify this more adult version of their union by enjoying date nights at church of all places. Everything is so different this time around. Justin is behaving like a gentleman and showing how much he cares about her. He is a lot more open about his feelings towards Selena, which has been a big sign of him maturing. But still, they separated. As for Gomez, their most recent split taught her once and for all that Bieber is not what her heart wants. So this may not have been the ending the Beliebers have always predicted, but it certainly seems like a happy one. You guys will be amazed to know that Justin Bieber has reached out to ex-Selena Gomez during lockdown. Maybe he wants to be friends with Selena again, because it is really hard to just cut off from those people he was closest to in his life. Selena understands Justin never stopped loving her, so did she, and also realizes quarantining during COVID has been tough for most relationships, so she isn't surprised that he's been calling. She also wants to get back to him. Basically, she doesn't mind being a shoulder to cry on. Everybody knows that Selena still couldn't move on from his past. It looks like she couldn't get out of it and will not be able to get into another relationship. Well, let's see what destiny holds. What do you guys think? Would it be more appropriate to forget Justin and just move on? Let us know in the comment section.